Alright, you guys, so this is going to be the third and last video. I just want to go over the coroner's report and then the interview that Bones McBride did with the police department. That will have you guys remembering that there's no way Bones could have done this, okay? So what we're going to gather from the autopsy that we went over in class is that she was 28, good health. She was killed with a extensive strike to the head with a blunt object. The person who killed her must have been able to use both hands. They were strong because one hit cost her life. Okay, so that's what I was going to put here in the coroner's report. She was 28, good health, blunt trauma. Her body was found in an alley. The suspect would need to be strong and be able to write with both hands. So what can we put for our inference? She was too young. Her death was most likely not an accident. Someone did it specifically to hurt her. Her body was found, and this is what we know about the suspect. Even though Bones McBride could be ambidextrous and strong, it doesn't necessarily mean he's the one who did it, okay? She was too young. Her death was not an accident. The one who did this did it on purpose. So it's not an accident any longer. And we're gathering that information from our coroner report. Okay, and the last one we're going to do for today on Friday is you guys are going to do the police report. This is the police department evidence form. This is the police file on him. He's homeless. He could not have been the one to do it because they saw a car leaving the scene, a crime scene, and Bones is homeless and doesn't even have a car. He doesn't know where the ring came from. So I think I may have goofed on the evidence form versus, let's see, the police file. And then we have this one right here. If I goof on this, I'll have you guys fix it in class with me. But the last one that you're going to look at is going to be the one that is right from the interview that the police department had with him. The detective says, "Please state your name for the record." William McBride. He goes by Bones. Bones, it looks like you've got some explaining to do. Look, I know it looks crazy, me with that dang ring in my hand, but you gotta believe me, I never seen that thing before. We'll get to the ring. Let's start with what you were doing sleeping in the park. How did you wind up there? Well, I was at Rambo's, and let's just say that didn't work out for me. I was escorted out, and I needed a place to sleep. The bench on Grant Park ain't exactly 4-star accommodations, but it'll do. What happened at Rambo's? I missed the last call for happy hour, so that put a dent in my plans. I go to JT, the bartender, hell of a guy. Usually I'm like, come on, cut me some slack, please. I've been trying to get your attention for the last 10 minutes. As many times as I've been there, he still doesn't budge. He calls the bouncer on me, and I'm like, okay, I'll just see if I can scrape together a little money, come back and finish the night off with a few more drinks. But I didn't make it. I started walking around and realized I was messed up. So I just headed to Grant Park and laid down to get some rest. Do you remember what time this happened? I don't know, 9, maybe 9:15. Then, next thing you know, I'm getting a wake-up call from Riverdale's finest. I guess I had a ring in my hand. I remember it being there, but I swear to you, I don't know how it got there. You need to investigate that officer. It must have been him. Is that a common thing for you, waking up with items in your possession without having an idea how they got there? Let's just say my drinking is a common thing, but killing somebody, like that lady, that's not my style. Please, you gotta believe me. Look, I've been in the joint before. If they lock me up for killing that pretty lady, I won't last more than a week in there. Is it possible that you stole that ring? You mean from the lady? Look, I told you, I'm no Boy Scout, but violence isn't my thing. The detective. I'll level with you, Bones. It doesn't look good for you. You were kicked out of the bar at 9. At 10, the police picked you up with their ring in your hand. That's plenty of time to leave the bar, walk over to Tully's, rob this girl, and take the ring. And he says I wouldn't do that. So we have a lot of information coming from this police department paper. I want to make sure I didn't goof on this. There's a police file. So he's homeless. And then we have the evidence form. Let me make sure I have this in the right order. There's that one. Okay, so this is the one that we have not done yet, you guys. We've already added evidence for the other one. Okay, so there was a ring found in his hand. A ring, they found a ring in Bones's hand when he was arrested in Grant Park. All of this information I'm getting just from here. It's a homicide case. The ring says, "Till death do us part." It's a size 6. And when they found her body, the ring was missing. Okay? So what can we assume from this? What observations? Why does he have the ring if he had no involvement? This whole case is tricky because there's a lot of missing pieces. There's a lot of pieces you guys have to figure out. Why does he have the ring if he had no involvement? Who carries around someone else's ring? Okay, so your paper should look just like mine. And this is the one we are going to be doing on Monday with each other in class. If any of this is confusing for you, we are playing the role of a detective, okay? We are taking everything that is going to establish the innocence of Bones. The ring is a little strange. We still need to figure out why in the world he may have found the ring laying around. But your case right here, your graphic organizer should look just like mine. I will leave this here for you guys to copy for a few minutes. This is the one we just did, so I'll leave it here. Afterwards, guys, we are going to finish Lamb to the Slaughter on Monday. We're also going to be continuing this case on Monday. I will leave this for you to copy. And these are observations versus the inferences you have to make because you're not told everything. Okay, so I'll leave this here for just a minute. Okay, I hope you guys have got that down. I will leave it here. Make sure yours matches mine. Since you guys have 3 videos, I also want to take a second to remind you to answer the attendance question for today. And if your paper does not look like this on Monday, I'm not going to be very happy because you were supposed to be doing this with us. And I know that you are amazing and will. Ooh, I'm out of breath. All right, you guys, I hope you got this down. I hope you all have a beautiful, awesome weekend, and I will talk to you on Monday. Thank you for all your hard work this week.